Sometimes we want to compare the two groups, not just with a box plot, as we have done in the previous video. We want to also do a rigorous statistical comparison. So we want to know whether the control sample and the treatment sample indicate that there is a difference between control and treatment. And while the box plot indicates that there might be some difference, we see that they are overlapping, so it is not entirely sure. So that's why we should do a proper statistical test, and we treat our data as continuous data here just for the sake of this experiment. So what we are going to do is some proper hypothesis testing. So let's recap what is hypothesis testing. So we can do that in R. So the first step in hypothesis testing is to formulate a null and alternative hypothesis. So the null hypothesis says that the population mean of the control is the same as the population mean of the treatment. Whereas on the other hand, the alternative hypothesis here with H1 indicates that the population mean of the control is not equal to the population mean of the treatment. We are not specifying whether it's smaller or larger, we just simply say they are not the same. So in the second step of hypothesis testing, we set the significance level alpha. That is how much we are willing to make a mistake, and we routinely set this to 5% or 0.05. We then decide on our decision rules. We define them, and we say if the p-value is smaller than alpha, then we will reject the null hypothesis and favor the alternative hypothesis. On the other hand, if the p-value is larger or equal than alpha, we don't have enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis, and therefore we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Now we then need to calculate, in this case, a test statistic, and we do this with a t-test. We use the student t-test, or rather a modification of that. We calculate the t-statistics and the p-value, and then we make the decision based on our decision rules. So what we now need to do is we need to calculate this test statistic, and therefore we go over to our R. So here we've got control, here we've got our treatment, and in R this type of test is very simple. So all we need to do is t.test, and we just simply say control and treatment and press enter. Now R will automatically use what is called a Welch test. It's a two-sample t-test, and it does not rely on the variances of the two populations being the same. So that is the automatic result in R. We get a t-statistic, we get the degrees of freedom. We will discuss it at another point. The important point here is our p-value here. And this p-value is 0.071. So if we simply go back to then our hypothesis testing, we note that the p-value is 0.0713, and that is certainly larger than alpha. So we go back and say, what did we say here? If p-value is larger than alpha, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. This means we have actually no evidence that these two groups are different. Or in other words, we can say we do not see that these two groups here, the control and the treatment, actually are vastly different, noticeably different from what we would say. So control and treatment are pretty much the same, so the treatment would not have any significant effect. Of course, we need to be mindful that these numbers are very small, and of course we would need to check whether the assumptions for this kind of statistical test, for this t-test, are actually fulfilled.